Issa Tchiroma Bakary don't comot the cry. Oh, I say another minister for la Republic no. Where we don't be na minister for communication. Yes, for 2016 then 2017 then 2018 then he don't comot the cry say they so that they marginalize them. I say Issa Tchiroma Bakary, the highest lineman wey dey for inside la Republic. I bet when I watch the una get the interview. The recent interview at the camp, when I hear something so at the camp, they talk say, the camp at this one, and where you know we miss you. You know we miss you. Mama me.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for talking to me at this short notice. I would like to start by asking you to introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And my name is Mr. Issa Tchiroma, Minister Issa Tchiroma, for having been a minister for 4 years in my country. I am an engineer by training, married, and I have three daughters. One is doctor, and two others are very well skilled and qualified, and they are abroad. So, and I have been an MP, member of Parliament, now former minister, and well, I am dedicated and devoted all my time now for the improvement of the life, of day-to-day life of Cameroonian in Cameroon and within the democratic process which is in place in Cameroon today.
Okay, sir. One of the things that you've been highlighted recently is your firm backing of the memorandum that was published on the North. Can you tell me what are the salient points that your people raised in this memorandum?
Well, the memorandum is the outcome of a policy which was conceived in 1983, in 1984, after the abortive attempt of coup d'etat. As you know, most of those who engineered the plot were Northerners. When they foiled the plot and they conceived a policy which consists of ostracizing, marginalizing the Grand North. And today the situation became so unbearable, so inhumane, that the Grand North became a time bomb for this country. Me as a politician, as a citizen of this country, aware of what is taking place here and there, I accepted to be part of the team that wrote the memorandum to let Cameroonians in particular and people of good faith all over the world to know that we are marginalized. We are being punished for 22 years. And now we are fed up and we say that enough is enough. We have to make it out that clear and out that you have to know what is taking place in the North. And when we conceive and publish the memorandum, nobody can deny one single line of what is written in this wonderful document. So we did it to let you people know that something is going wrong in the North. And if this time bomb is not defused at due time, you should never be surprised tomorrow if something wrong starts from the North, because really people are desperate and destitute.
Now, so you say that this memorandum sprang from the abortive coup d'etat. Do you think that it is some sort of punishment for the Northerners for trying to overthrow the present regime?
It is a conviction. You spend some few days in the North. Unfortunately, you haven't had the time to visit the hinterland. The North is in such a disarray, in such a destitution, that no organized people in this country could accept the hardship, the dire condition in which the Northerners are today. I mean it. I speak it clear and loud that the situation became unbearable. If because some Northerners at any given time took the arm, all of them have been arrested, court-martialed, executed, All of those who at any given time were in charge of a parastatal company, all of us, we were arrested. Let me remind you that I spent 7 years, almost 7 years of my life in prison as a political prisoner. So this is a collective punishment which is being implemented, enforced in the North. This is not a guess. This is a reality.
Okay, so on the ground, people would say that those of you who presented the memorandum you're all former ministers.
Sure.
And like you say, you were arrested, but you became minister after that. People want to know why, when you were minister, those of you who have presented this memorandum did not act.
Well, they are perfectly right in evocating this remark, which is really pertinent. We were a minister. But I would like you to remember and to know that you are a minister for the state, for the republic. You haven't been appointed as a minister to alleviate the burden or to solve the problem of your area. In the domain where you are a minister, you are in charge of this sector all over the country. I am proud of my achievement as a Minister for Transport for almost 4 years. Facts speak louder than what you can say and what you can read. I am very proud of my achievement. When you are a minister, you do the best you can to be successful in your own area, but you haven't signed any contract with the people. The head of state, who has been elected on a program, you are his own collaborator. You do the best to improve the economy. You do the best to.
Tchiroma Bakary can talk say this so that they marginalize them. The people there for North, for La Republique. When I know say that people there for North, na Aijo people there. When I know say when Pobia they be in France, they play that eye for Aijo. Then Aijo say, where, blah blah blah. If you walk again. Me they replace him with Pobia, if you trust Pobia, as you put Pobia, they can't wise and say this will be a boom, be a dark eye where they play him. They come back now for can't take power back. Pobia put all the Zoro. So Issa Tchiroma Bakary been one of those people the way they be take part for that thing may be happen for that coup d'etat for 1984. Then what did they do? They say they appease them. Pobia appease them. That means say some of them he take them put them for government. Some of them they will give them position them. All that kind of thing. Other kind of Bello Buba my Gary them when you see some kind of Kasaman the way that kind of headline or for we can see how they gere them. Issa Tchiroma Bakary after we don't have fight Ambazonia them. After Tchiroma don't have fight Ambazonia them, if can't talk say this so La Republique they marginalize them for 22 years. So they are only 22 years they cry. The first thing I say Issa Tchiroma Bakary na secessionist because La Republique far north for inside La Republique. He never ever been a country. So that's why he talk and so. And another much about that. Una continue what Jama not talk plenty at the camp.
To collect a lot of money, but all those things are in charge and responsibility of the head of state. He signed a contract with the people. He has to implement a policy. You see, not you, minister. If he gives you an instruction, you follow it, you fulfill your commitment. But you are not accountable with the people. You are accountable with the head of state, whom you are a collaborator. You see, we heard the people saying that when you were minister, why didn't you do? It was impossible. The magnitude of the problems that in which the North is today is beyond the competence and the willingness of a single people. Even all the Northerners combined today cannot solve this problem without a political will. Today, you don't have this political will. We accepted to be minister in 1982, 92. Really, Fundi was elected as a head of state, but he was deprived of his victory. And he self-proclaimed himself as the elected of state. If you can recall, by that time, the state of emergency was declared. We had to choose between saving the republic, which was at the verge of collapse and the civil war, or to to stick by our principle, which consists of saying no, Mr. Biya didn't win the election, and to join Mr. Frundi, and the consequence might be unforeseeable. So we decided to join the government to save legality, not legitimacy. You see, and this prompted us to violate even some of our principles and to save peace in the country. This is really the motivation of our part to accept to be involved in the BS government. And we did the best we can in order to help our country to solve some of the problem. But the critics, which consist of saying that you were a member of the government and you didn't do anything, this doesn't stand the road at all.
Okay, sir. So you were minister with most of the others who signed the memorandum. Are you saying that there is lack of political will in the ruling government to alleviate the situation up north?
What I am saying is it is obvious, it is clear. In 1984, as I told you, they conceived a policy which consisted of marginalizing. This policy implemented results today in the absence of northerners in our civil service. You have, while we are more than 45% of this country in terms of population, today I challenge anyone to prove me that you have 2% of northerners in the civil service. In my hometown, Garwa, for example, you have less than 40 people who are civil servant in our civil service. I say 40 people, including the Minister of State and any other high-ranking official in our administration. The situation is so bad.
Minister Tchiroma, what you're saying, these are accusations that are really, really tough. Are you saying that in the whole of Marwa there are not up to 40 people within the civil service, or are you talking of top government positions?
I am native of Garwa, and I challenge anybody to prove me that you have 40 people in the civil service ranking from what we call back and plus. Impossible to find 40 people, including minister and director, chef service, and all others. It is impossible in Garwa today. And this situation for us is unacceptable. We have to speak loud and clear that we are fed up because the future has ceased to bear.
Tchiroma Bakary, they cry like small pikin, they don't take a feeding bottle. They cry like small pikin, they don't take a feeding bottle. They cry, say they marginalize them. Now, man, that way he can fight against Ambazonia, talk all kinds of things about the people of Southern Cameroon. Issa Tchiroma Bakary deny, say, we don't get no problem. Say no problem, no they exist in Southern Cameroon. So Issa Tchiroma Bakary talk how we Anglophone problem no day, how we picking them Anglophone them. Today, after how many years? Almost 7 years after, Issa Tchiroma Bakary, they can't talk how we the La Republic government, Pobia government, they marginalize them. When I say this, so when chop don't come up for my mob, it start talk true no. All that people in La Republic don't start talk true one. But I want to tell you something. This way Issa Tchiroma Bakary talk as so that's a very important thing for La Republic. But now because na Issa Tchiroma Bakary talk and why that they bring up for now. Because for me, you know, you concern we say if they like they jam that skin and go for that side, no go have problem. You know, concern we. If they like they scatter that head and go war, you know, concern we. But they tell they say Ambana ho. Issa Tchiroma Bakary, you will surely for road now for go Konendi. Yes, they'll surely put hand for you because you don't show say they make meeting. You understand? They'll talk say this so if they want to make some team for La Republic know how we go deal all them. You say Ferdinand Gongo and Nigeria La Republic now. They'll see that kind of thing live. They know how they'll deal Issa Tchiroma Bakary, my brother and sister, mommy and papa them. Now people in this way, now Issa Tchiroma Bakary this way they fight against Ambazonia. They fight against Ambazonia, talk all kind of lie. That way they quarrel picking them for Ambazonia. BBC interview Tchiroma Bakary, he say never see him. Say a lie, say you never see him. Say, how can you say that? How can you say that? Today, Issa Tchiroma Bakary talk how they marginalize them. How they marginalize them. First of all, far north or north for inside the Republic, never ever been a country. So that's why Tchiroma Bakary talk and say it waste my time because the people they bulu, Betty people, the other people, they will always be in power. So me Tchiroma, don't worry. It cry na pussy cry. When chop don't come up for my mom no hear the way we start talk to. All that La Republic agent them, Bamba Nasari Clovis, John Gute them, all the people them, all the so when chop will come up for their mob, we not say they will talk true. Any man when they support La Republic, no say they support now for a reason. That means say they protect Gary, na so then they. Any man when they stand and fight against Amba, you know say they protect na Gary, you know they stand now for justice because a person stand for justice, he go support Ambazonia liberation struggle. When I see, I don't bring up for Namun and Sina. Issa Tchiroma Bakary that. Now he talk so for day. I say water on dirty for Obi, you don't bad. When chop not come out with my mom no, in a year they talk now, his voice is shout. Anyhow, my brother and sister there, if you don't watch her up to this moment, write down a comment section. I'm gonna hold her. I'll soon I give my next update. One love.